My name is Adrian, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Aevice Health. Aevice Health is a Singapore-based medtech company that develops smart wearable stethoscope for patients with chronic respiratory disease. We are trying to use computer to understand a certain kind of symptoms in the chest. What are the symptoms and what exactly is an asthma exacerbation? For children, it is difficult for them to really articulate themselves when they're not feeling well. And me personally went through that when I was very, very young. In fact, it was only until I was the age of 7 that I finally understood and could somehow relate and understand what is going on to me physically. Once, when I was playing sparklers at the playground, I actually inhaled all the fumes and the smoke. I was feeling funny, but I didn't know that was actually the onset of an asthma attack. I just went on to sleep, I didn't tell my parents, and before I knew it, I was having very heavy wheezing in the middle of the night and had to be rushed to the hospital. I saw firsthand the pain and anxiety that my parents had to go through, and that is why we create a smart wearable stethoscope to help them narrate, to help them articulate what they are really feeling, so that the doctors can better understand their conditions, diagnose them, and treat them later on. We started the company back in 2017, me and Professor Zoe. We started by putting in about $50,000 of our own money in the company. In 2018, we went on to have our seed investment from various angel investors, and earlier this year, we managed to close our pre-Series A investors with VCs based in Singapore and Japan. I think that there's tremendous growth going forward. For medical device for us, however, we could not just stand alone as a monitoring devices. We need to find relevance together with telehealth, connect together, and only then we can truly unlock the value for both the physicians as well as the patients going forward. Running a startup can be very meaningful. It can be very satisfying. Personally, what drives me going to work every day to do what I'm doing right now for years is the sense of purpose and the sense of meaning. I do know that this device can potentially help people, and it's already helping people that I know around me who are suffering from some kind of chronic respiratory diseases. I was very fortunate to have the mentors in NTUitive to connect me with the right people to do prototyping for us at that point of time. I think these are the kind of things that you need mentor to actually guide you, to let you know exactly what you need to prototype, to translate our mechanical design into a 3D architect. And we were able to actually send to the 3D printer to print it out. And that is how we got our first prototype. I didn't even think that it's going to work because it looks very cheap, in terms of like a device, and you just weren't sure whether can it collect the sound that you wanted to collect. Can it actually operate properly? Surprisingly, it did. And I think this is how NTUitive has helped us in terms of mentoring at the early stage.